Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you're all well, and welcome back. It's been a little while. A lot of changes going on, but I just wanted to show off something that's quite special to me now because I can't stop looking at it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm kind of drifting away from the retro gaming and everything else, and I've discovered like just a new hobby, new passion, new nostalgia, stuff like that. Yeah, you can see here, this is the VHS wall. And to be honest, I'm finding myself, stay in shot, I'm finding myself quite often walking in here, rearranging them, looking at them and just smiling. And I know it's one of those things that people ask, is like, well, there's Blu-ray, there's HD, there's this, there's that, there's ways to actually watch movies that are better than this. And you're right, there are 100 ways you can watch these movies that are a lot better than this. But you know what this does? As I said, this makes me smile. And I think the reason why this makes me smile is because it's like a time machine. And I've said this before about whether it's the retro stuff, whether it's comics, whether it's toys. I mean, like I said, I've still got... Hey, back to my old style videos. I'm dropping stuff on camera. Whether it's toys, can you see them up there? Just about. I found this when I was actually sorting the room out, and I found Mr. Flibble. Hopefully I can get him down here. How about that? Oh, bloody hell, his eyes fell off. He ain't going to be very happy about that, is he? There you go, you got one-eyed. Where is your eye gone? Bloody hell, leave you here for 5 minutes and you start bloody drinking and losing an eyeball. So I need to fix Mr. Flibble. Let's hope he's not too angry at me. But yeah, just any kind of nostalgia. And the weird thing is, you know where I found him? I was cleaning this up and there's a door over here. And you can see this shelf that's backed up to. There's a gap about that big in the door. But every time I open the door and come in, it covers it. I'm right down at the bottom. You just saw this little Mr. Flibble poking out. And I was like, oh, bloody hell, forgot about you. Honestly, he must have fell off the top of the shelf. God knows how long ago. But yeah, glad to have him back, and he's up on the shelf there. This tape, this is from my pod. And we're going back to the VHS again. See, I'm trying to stay on track with the VHS talk. But yeah, this is his Red Dwarf tape, which he recorded himself because nobody in his house liked it. And then painted it, and that was his VHS. He even primed it. He said he painted it all white and then painted it over in the red. I've got a couple others of his as well, but that's the one I've got to hand at the moment. So yeah, nostalgia. That's all it is. 100% nostalgia. When I was younger, I was lucky enough once in a while to go to the video shop, you know, and it was always Friday, Saturday night. You went there with your dad, you went there with whoever you used to go with. And our local one used to be next to a Safeway. It's now a Morrison's, and the Morrison's took it over. But the building's still there, and I go past and it makes me smile. Thinking about that one. The actual... Where are you on? Down here. This is the kids section. And this is the kids movie section. But yeah, this, Secret Nim, if you've never seen this movie, definitely give this a watch. The reason why I brought it up now is because this was actually bought from that video shop. So there's no markings on it. That's what actually really annoys me, because for the love of me, I can't remember what this video shop was called. I think it may have changed names a couple of times, because it was there. I definitely remember it being there when I was in junior school, and it was still there probably halfway through, maybe a little bit later into senior school. So it was there for quite some time. I remember buying our Sony PlayStation 1 from there, and we were allowed to rent one game, and we had to send off for another one, and we got Twisted Metal Tour 2. Great game. If for a start on the PlayStation 2, that really was something special. Yeah, it's going to be... I miss my rambly videos. And I have a feeling this is what I'm just going to go back to. I've even noticed I'm probably looking off to the side with it. I've turned the camera around so I can see what I'm actually doing. No bells, no whistles, no nothing, me dropping stuff, talking absolute rubbish. That's what I'm going to get back to, and that's what I enjoy. So, back to the VHS. Just nudge me if I'm talking crap. I'll wait now. Yeah. These came about because I found in that storage unit with the abandoned video shop, game shop and record shop, there was these, and multiple times we went back and they were in a state. They were in an absolute horrible state. And everyone kept saying, you don't want them. You know, you don't want them. They're an absolute mess. They're trash. And yeah, granted they were. These, even though they look decent now, when I brought them back, I had to sneak them in because they were covered in bird crap. They were covered in dust, covered in everything else. Anyone with a sense would have left them behind. Not me. No, I brought them back, and initially I was only going to have one. I was just going to have this one here, and Sega Zombie was going to have the other one. But they came down for the revival. There wasn't room in the car. It didn't happen. So I managed to get this one on the wall, and I loved how it looked. Absolutely loved how this one looked. But I thought something was missing, so I'm going to switch sides again. So I managed, because I didn't think it would fit, because there's a TV here and it dips back down about halfway down here, and yeah, managed to fit it in right butted up against these. I had to chop off a little bit there. You see the boombox TV as well. I moved up the CRTs up here, so they look really cool. And yeah, that has properly sparked me off to want to buy my past. You know, I don't want to collect every bit of VHS, everything going. And everyone goes, oh, you caught the bug because you've gone into this unit. No, I had VHS before. I've got piles of them behind there that I've just found over the years, and yeah, it's just really sparked it off. So I've got a kids section here, because in the video shop, everyone always remember there was a kids section. Going back to our one, my first ever memory going in there was, it's only a small shop, but round the side you had all the videos. And right in the middle, they had like a cardboard castle, and it was right in the middle. And so you could go in there and you're in your own little shop within a shop. So your parents are walking around quite merrily doing what they want. And you're inside choosing your movies. And yeah, it's just, there's something about the size of these, the sound they make when they're in the boxes, the artwork on them. I mean, Dark Crystal, look at that. You know, I know you get it on DVDs, but there's something about streaming platforms that I've discussed this quite a bit. And as great as they are, how many times do you sit down there and go, oh, there's one, I'll watch that, and just watch it? Or do you spend half an hour flicking? You know, movies wise, what would it be? I'm trying to think now, because this is my good shelf. These are the ones I remember, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to think of, would there be a movie that I probably would have started watching? Hang on, sorry, going off the other shelf. Hilarious movies. I will go more in depth, because there's going to be more VHS content to come. But yeah, was there movies that, because you'd hired them, they're yours. They're yours for like 1 day, 2 days, however long it was. Which one have I got up here? Battery's not included, look, and it's still got its sticker on for £1.50 rental, £1.50 a day. Another great movie, love this one. So yeah, you sat and you watched them, and you discovered some amazing movies. And do you know what? There are some movies that are absolutely terrible. You know, terrible. Story behind this one, I'll get to it in a minute. But because you hired it, because you'd spent your money, you're watching it. And do you know what? You didn't just watch it once, did you? You know you didn't watch it once. You got your money's worth out of these videos and your £1.50. The story behind this, for me, and why I had to have it and why it's got to permanently live on this shelf here, is, do you remember when you used to do like the sweepstakes for the Grand National? Well, we did one in our house. It was a granddad's house, actually. And I had the winner. I won a whole, like, £4. You know what I mean? Not a rich sweepstake, but, you know, that's what I won. And I said I wanted to go and hire a movie. And the movie I wanted wasn't there, you know. It's probably one of these stickers. Do you remember them stickers? Probably one of them. So my brother said, oh, the Mario movie, that's supposed to be good. So I rented it. And I know everyone hates this movie, but it's my childhood. I remember that. I remember that day. I remember I'm choosing the movie today in the video shop. You know, I remember that. I apologise for a little glitch there. I thought I hadn't switched the camera on. And I'm only going to splice this together. I'm not going to fucking do any other editing. As I said, you think I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. You think I know what I'm doing by now. But no, I'm going to wing it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wing it. So yeah, the Mario movie. That's why I love that movie. Because it's just that. Listen to the sound. The sound of even the tapes, putting them into the machine. It's just, I'm going to work my way through these movies, and I'm going to really, really enjoy it. And as I said, I come in here and it makes me smile. A couple of movies. I've got a John Candy shelf aisle here. So I mean, Uncle Buck. Trains, Planes and Automobiles, Cool Runnings, you know what I mean? These movies here will always remind me of my mum. Always watch them together. The bit at the beginning of Uncle Buck, where that first note drops, instantly, it's a feel-good movie, it really is. And I'm glad that I've had the opportunity to do this. I have slowed down on the buying because I was filling in gaps. You know, I had things like Count Duckula. I had loads of these. I've got quite a few of the Ghostbusters VHS, and I remember picking these up at Comic-Con, and they were 50p each, and I carried them around all day. And my wife said, "Don't know what you're buying them for. No one wants VHS." The one thing I have discovered though is people really, really, really want VHS. Some of the big hitters that we found in that storage unit shocked me. They really have properly shocked me. Yeah. I need to do a proper video of just like going to here, you know what I mean, and actually going through these videos. But I could be here all day. I really could. This was just me getting back on YouTube. It's been a while. Every time I've come to do a video, I don't know, just not felt it. Not felt the, I don't know, I kind of lost my way a bit. And I don't know whether that's because it was gaming or because you get burnt out or whatever else. But I'm going to make my own space. I'm going to have my own stuff. And I am going to continue doing YouTube, but I'm going to do them like this. I'm going to do them as these real, low budget, unscripted, random talks about VHS. But honestly though, what do you guys say? How nice does that look? You know? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie as well. I've even got the Care Bears on there. Yes, I watched the Care Bears. I watched this movie anyway. I was at the show. Damn, I'm going to have to change that. I thought that was a Care Bears movie. We had... this is the one thing that always sticks in my head is... Because there are movies I've seen later on. But there's some that really stick in my head. And they stick in my head because my dad used to buy... rent VHS. But we had a Betamax player. And he figured out that if you recorded from a Betamax onto VHS... 9 times out of 10 it got around the copyright thing that are on it, where you have a recorder and it scrolls down the screen and everything else. It just made it unwatchable. So there's some. Stupidly though, when my parents moved house, I found that box of Betamax. I even found the player, but they'd been left in quite a damp place. And I remember looking at it for a good 5-10 minutes going, oh, there's mould on them, there's this, there's that. I went, just throw it. Yeah, regret that one. Because mould could be taken off. That's the one thing, yeah, they could have been saved. They could have quite easily. But yeah, I'm finding out quite a lot of people do like VHS, and I think it is for the same reason that I do. It's 100% nostalgia. It's... Oh, look at this one. Right. How nice is this? Well, nice, ugly. Hang on, focus. There we are. Toxic Avenger. And it's actually like... I've got to watch this. I haven't watched this since buying it. Actually, probably it's one of the more expensive VHSs I have purchased. Although people have helped me out. Someone sent me these two, Critters 1 and 3, because I had this one. And the weird thing is, this is the one I remember most. Probably on a standee or posters or something like that. And I know there's a fourth one. I'm well aware. Hang on. Let's put them like this. I know there's a fourth one. But I don't think I need it on VHS. I don't even bloody need that one on VHS. But it was sent to me, so I'm very happy. Question for you though. Here's a question. I've been enjoying looking at the back of my head because I realise I've been doing that quite a lot in this video. Yeah, I just realised I'm going to put this up as a premiere as well, so you can tell me off or whatever else, because this video will be going live in the next couple of hours. Anyway, Short Circuit 1 or Short Circuit 2? Let me know in the comments which one's better. I know my preference, and I'll let you know in the comments as well. But yeah, love these movies. Here's one. I know people have mentioned it many times before, but how great would it be to say there's a sequel to Groundhog Day and then just play the original movie in the cinema? I'd see it. The hard thing about this movie is this was one of the few movies that my parents had in the caravan. We used to go on family holidays. I've got 5 brothers. We didn't have a big caravan. So, yeah, you can imagine the fights and everything else. I remember the luxury was you got to sleep in the tent in the awning. But anyway, my dad had a video player, a massive thing. It was supposed to be a portable one. The only thing that made it portable was a massive strap over your shoulder. And one of the movies he had was Groundhog Day. So I've watched this way too many times. And do you know what? I still will watch it to this day. So now, the best intro music in any cartoon. Although Ulysses is quite good. And if anyone tells me The Cities of Gold is the best cartoon ever made, it's not. I hate that cartoon. I don't know what it is. I think it's when it used to come on the TV. Cities of Gold used to come on. I'm sure it was around about the same time as Dogtanian or stuff like that. And it was like, I wasn't interested. As soon as that music kicks in, I don't think I've seen... I can have my mind changed. Should I sit down and watch some Cities of Gold? I just have to listen to it with earplugs in for the music. And if I should, which one is the best? So I think this is going to be kind of an endless task. Because there's always going to be movies that I remember. There's going to be movies that I have forgotten about and I will remember. Because you know what's great about these? Hopefully as well, Scott, he's got a copy of Gremlins 1, which I'm hopefully going to get. But when you're watching these, there's trailers at the beginning. And every time I watch a movie, I go, oh, I should remember that one. Yeah. What have I got down here? Some more John Candy stuff. Santa Claus the movie? Why not? Oh, this is one I saw the other day. And I really need to watch. And it is Battle Truck. This one's being borrowed from the shop at the moment. This one isn't mine. This is quite literally a rental. So I saw the trailer to this and it looks god awful. It looks very Mad Max low budget kind of thing. But yeah, look at the trailer for this. And also, whilst you're there, look up the trailer for Booby Trap. Very, very low budget, sort of like RoboCop kind of. Yeah, kind of. It's terrible, but I need to watch it. But yeah, I could keep going here all day. I apologise for that little glitch in the middle. That literally was my brain just going, did I press record? Have I just been talking for 10 minutes to myself in a room? Which I have. But, you know. So yeah, this is the VHS wall. And I'm very, very happy with it. Although it keeps changing. Oh, I'm out of camera completely. It keeps changing all the time. Like Christmas, again, we're going down there. I have to watch Muppets Christmas Carol. Have to watch that. Not seen this one in years, but it was one of those ones that was always on. But Watership Down. Definitely need to watch that one. Oh, and actually going back to ones that were hyped for the shop. I'm sure this was. I'm sure, thinking about it now, these two are both our originals. No, they're definitely originals. Same as that. That's one of my original VHS Visionaries. Come on, who can not like Visionaries? This is, I've got two, but this is the one I remember the most because this is like how they came about, how, you know, one thing I loved about cartoons back then, especially if you bought the first one, they were always kind of like a feature kind of cartoon. And it gave you the origin, the backstory and everything else, and that's what that is. Same as Defenders of the Earth. I remember this. I remember really liking it. I remember the cartoon, the intro. Bit difficult to watch these days, this one hasn't aged very well. Really hasn't. Oh, I did get a couple from Pete on a retro tip. And I've not seen this one before, but I had to pick it up. Oh, original price $6.99. And it's this one. It's Bigfoot and the Muscle Machines. Look at that. Actually got proper Bigfoot on the back. So, Bucky O'Hare. Great NES game. I said I'm going to stop talking. This is why I love this room. This is why I love VHS. Because, do you know when people sit there and they're playing a game and they put hours and hours and hours into a game? And there's nothing wrong with that. I can't do that. Right, but you know one thing I do like is just putting on a cartoon, a movie, a TV show that I've watched more times than I care to remember. You know, kind of stuff like this. I do have DVDs as well, by the way. I've stripped them off that shelf because I was putting VHS on there. This room may not be ever getting finished. I mean, if I'm honest as well, but new things on the horizon. New space, new beginnings, should we say? And I was torn about just getting rid of all this, just, you know, pulling off the band-aid. But the more I look at it, the more I know that there's stuff that I can't get rid of. And these VHS are one of them. It's probably why it's took me a little while to do this video, because I was so happy with all this. I was so ready to make videos, and then something pulls the rug from underneath you. That's life. I've got a great group of friends and everyone around me. Really, really supportive. Guys, you know exactly who you are. And also convinced me that I still need to keep a part of myself. And that's definitely what I'm going to do. And that's why I'm able to do this video today. And it's why it's been quite rambly and waffly, and how it's going to stay. I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm doing videos without having to worry. There's going to be no editing. I don't even think I'm ever going to be putting an intro at the beginning of these videos anymore. Yeah. VHS, what are your thoughts? And what do you think of that wall? Is it nostalgia? What would be in your wall? You know, give me your top 10 movies that would be in your wall. Also, I don't know if you've made it to the end. Oh. Mistakes do get made as well. I paid way too much money for the Never-Ending Story, and my dyslexic brain didn't see it was the Never-Ending Story 2. I own that now. Don't watch this. Don't watch this. So yeah, tune in for more videos. I'm going to be watching more videos, and thanks so much for everyone. And yeah, probably a few more videos left here, and then new location, new challenge, new start. Still me. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in a bit.